What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hustlers Kung Fu Live. I know it's been a minute, but I didn't feel like doing stimulus check update videos when there was nothing happening. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to get off into this wonderful content of what's going on with these stimulus checks. And I'm going to explain to you why I believe that we're on the very possibility of not getting another stimulus check. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure this is up. All right. Here we go. So one of the things that I want to do this episode of Hustlers Kung Fu Live was brought to you by the Corporate Toolbox, where you can get access to the Corporate Toolbox at the link below. This Sunday, we're going to have a live webinar for all of the training that's there. So if you want to be part of the Corporate Toolbox, get in before Sunday. So if you've got any questions, so you can go through the course, because essentially this is what's happening. This is where all of the content is. So we've got a webinar this Sunday, and we've got all of this training here, and there will be some more training before Sunday. So if you're wanting to get in, you've got two ways to get in. You can pay $2,400 and be done with it, or you can pay $150 a month for 16 months. Once again, the link is brought to you is below. So once again, let's get off into this wonderful bean footage. So one of the things I want to do is get some more people up in here. So let me go ahead and let some folks know that we are live before I get into the content, before I get into it, because it's going to be interesting. Because I'm going to give you guys some observations and of what I think is going to happen. All right, so we've sent that out. Okay. All right. So one of the things that I feel is going to happen right now, it is September, and there is no stimulus check. Seriously, America has been clowned, and I'm going to talk about what I think is going to happen, because I know that the Republicans, they agree, and everyone's talking about they're going to cut a stimulus check. There may not be another stimulus check. This is a prediction I made in a live stream many, many months ago. Many, many months ago. And this is where we are. So I'm going to give you some landscapes, because all Donald Trump is doing with these executive orders is virtue signaling. He's like, hey, I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to help out the American public. I am trying to do something to ease the pain. And essentially, he's just the art of war. He's just waving his sword around. He's just banishing his sword. That's all he's doing. And Here's something that no one is really talking about. Unemployment numbers came out today, and there were like 800 and some thousand people filing for unemployment. At one point, that number was 6.6 million. So the number of people filing for unemployment each week is gradually going down. And by December, it may be to 400 to 300,000. So on the Republican side, this is what they're waiting on. I think right now there's 26 million people on unemployment. At one point, there was like probably 46 million people. So it's been literally cut by 20 million people. They've gone back to work. But, hold on. Let's see. All right. I'm messing around with StreamYard. This is something new to me. But we may not have another stimulus check. We may not. Could be, Kevin. It could be. We may not have another stimulus check. And if the Democrats get in, then you will see stimulus checks all over the place. No, the YouTube course isn't included in the corporate toolbox. Probably what I will do as we get there, because essentially this is where we are. Essentially, we're talking about coming up with ideas for your business. And now we're into the point of where you're going to create your holding company. And tomorrow I'm going to put training to create your operating company. And then Sunday, we're going to have a live webinar. And essentially, when we get to business models, and I want to be talking about online business models, I'll be talking about Amazon FBA. And we'll get to that. I will probably put a link to a discount for the members. Thank you, Brandon Tate. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, here it is September. We went the whole summer without a stimulus check. I told my aunt we get the second checks 3 days before the elections. Dante J, you could be right, because see, this really helps Trump. The longer, if like the stimulus checks come out in October, that's going to be a massive help to Donald Trump. And the Republicans are dragging their feet because they see that the economy is getting better. Man, I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, this is the studio. This is definitely where I'm going to start doing more videos. All of the Savage Finance videos are done here, and I'm going to start doing more here because this is probably the best room in the house for this. What's going on? You're glad America's collapsing? Pretty much, Cammy. Pretty much. Could be, Charles Finney. It could be, because one of the things that's happening, there's a real possibility that there will not be another stimulus check. There's a very real possibility. I agree. October, because today is the 10th of September. We only have 20 more days in September. Then we'll be in October. Then it'll be November. And it'll be the election. I know. Well, Trump is virtue signaling to America. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to do something. I'm exercising my power, even though these executive orders he's putting out aren't even legal. What do you mean, contact me? Who's Danielle? What's up, Johnny? Well, I haven't even looked at that because I haven't looked at because all the numbers are going to come in January for the year, the GDP, and all this other stuff. So we will see. Thank you, Ron's. Well, actually, if you look at the Democrats and you look at the Republicans, most of the senators are rich. They ain't looking out for the average man. They're not. They could give a damn. Hey, essentially, you're going to have to save yourself. Sigmund Jones, you were very smart. Put that stimulus check away. Well, Trump's hands are tied because Trump is seen as a lame duck. Trump says he's doubling down with 2 more stimulus checks. He's going to try. Oh, the economy is slowly getting better. Now, this getting better recovery thing is going to take a few years. It's not going to be just a few months, but it is getting better. Love and corporate. I said this months ago during the live stream that there may not be a second stimulus check. And each day, and also something is starting to happen with the YouTubers doing the stimulus check videos. They're getting less and less views. People are starting to, patience is starting to wear thin. People are like, this ain't gonna happen, man. This ain't gonna happen. You're toying with my emotions. Oh, really, Andre? What design did you use? Oh, yeah, that's the money had tonight. Pay your taxes. That's funny. Because essentially, where are the stimulus checks? I told y'all before summer that there was a good chance there would not be any more stimulus checks. And as the other day, I was looking at 285 and there was a traffic jam. So the economy is starting to open up. People are going back to work. And this is what the Republicans are waiting for. I mean, it's not going to be a V-shaped recovery, but the economy is starting to recover. No, it's not any deceptions because essentially I see improved traffic. I see more people going to work. What did Big Worm say on Friday? Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions, Smokey. Pretty much. Pretty much. The boat, I sent it through the Hustlers Kung Fu system. So if you didn't, you should still get it. I will look into that because I sent it out and some people did sign up for it. Shouldn't be flashing. Really? Let's see what is it doing. It's not flashing for me. Oh, okay. Good deal, Andre. Oh, there are many economies. There's more than 2 economies. There is the, let's go ahead and talk about the rich folk economy. When I bought my Porsche, the dealership was packed. That was not regular folks up in there. So the rich folks and the well-to-do are buying houses, they're buying cars, they're doing what they want. Yeah, you can just email me. Yep, Ron's got it. Yeah, it's not flashing for me. But essentially, what is happening is with the economy starting to improve. And like I said, I mean, you got to look at how bad it was. The economy was dead. Oh, I don't know how to fix that, charlatan. Hmm, that's funny. Because I'm watching it on YouTube and it's not flashing. So just go ahead and refresh. But one of the things that is happening is this is a big con. It is a big con. I mean, they're clowning America. So one of the things is happening is you have people who are playing with people's emotions. I met someone who is in desperate need of that second stimulus check. And this is another part of America. This is another issue that's going on with America. So the whole stimulus check con job, I mean, from the stimulus check YouTube videos, the stimulus check jets, I mean, this really exposed just how bad off America is. This really opened up a lot of doors. Pretty much. Well, one of the things that's happening is this whole pandemic thing exposed how weak. Because see, before the pandemic, before the Rona, I was doing videos talking about this upcoming recession. There was a recession that was coming. And one of the reasons that this pandemic was so bad was the economy wasn't that strong. It wasn't that strong. That's why people just fell and people didn't have time to get ready. Because if you were not ready in 2019, you didn't have time to get ready. Oh, they're evicting people like crazy right now. Could be just YouTube. Well, the masks are to prevent people who have it from spreading it. Mike saying, all right, so let's just go ahead and address Mike Sand's company here. One of the things that we're teaching in the corporate toolbox is to set you up to have multiple businesses. If you're just going to have one business, it doesn't really make sense for you to have a holding company. To play the corporate game, you need to have a holding company and multiple operating companies to play and to move money around. So if you're going to start another business, yes. Pretty much. I mean, the economy was, evictions starting in Cali. Oh, they getting these folks up out of here. One of the things that is going to happen, you're going to see, like, let's take the people who are in the situation where they're going to get evicted. They lost their job. That was strike one. They got evicted. That's strike two. They're going to have a hard place finding another place to live. That's going to be strike three. So we're going to have a bunch of people who are going to be pushed into homelessness. And 2021, you think 2020 was a rough year? Wait till 2021. Oh, they're trying to get them out. Trying to get them out. I mean, this is really, really bad, because one of the reasons that I set up Savage Finance the way that I did was to educate people, because there are some folks who have a problem with my, because I got a video up. You're not going to be putting away cash forever. It's just to get your long-term emergency fund, to get your short-term emergency fund, get your family operating account together, so you will have some liquid cash to get you through some hard times. And then at this point, once you have that stuff situated, that's when you start investing. But everyone is trying to do it sloppy. Like, the typical Robinhood investor only has like 5,000 in their Robinhood account. When you look at someone like an E-Trade account or a TRO Rice, they'll have 140 to 200,000. Oh, it's going to, because see, essentially what a lot of landlords are going to do is they're going to ask for your previous landlord's name and number, and they're going to call them. He's going to tell them. Stephen Price, like I said, the system, like, let's go ahead and have this conversation. If you are a non-corporate citizen, if you're a regular person, it does not matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're black. It doesn't matter if you're Asian. You're going to get slapped off the ladder. And right now, a lot of people who are white, who lost their jobs, who had their hours reduced, they're not feeling all that privilege. They're not feeling very privileged at all. Extraordinary money. GC, how do you plan on making money with your online businesses if there's so many people unemployed in the future? Right now, I figure the unemployment rate's about 20%. And that means that 80% of the people have jobs. I'm making more money than I made last year. So I'm not really worried about that, because, see, here's the thing that you understand about the economy. There will always be people with money. Like, go with my Porsche. Went to the Porsche dealership. The Porsche dealership was packed. There's always going to be a group of people who will have money regardless of what's happened with the general populace. Like, let's go ahead and talk about the half of the country that only makes $33,000 a year. This is the group of people who are on unemployment, getting a G a week, who are making more in unemployment than they were working. Oh, I'm not worried about it. And also, my YouTube income is really coming up nicely. Capitalism only works when you have capital. Say it again. Amen. Amen. Oh, all kinds of stuff is selling, because see, with the Rona, there's a group of people who believe that the Rona is real. And these people are going to change their behaviors. They're not going back to the gyms. They're not going to movie theaters. They're not going out. I got a friend a female friend who has not had her hair done in 5 months. She's not had her nails done in 5 months. There are people like this who are not participating in the economy. So, you know, it's crazy what's going on. Oh, a lot of stuff is selling. What's up? What's up? Hey, I've noticed that a lot of companies are selling masks. A lot of people are selling hand sanitizer because essentially, here's the thing. Here's the news. The Rona is not going to disappear in 2020. This is going to be around to 2022. We will be dealing with this. Now, there are athletes, there's high school football going on right now. I'll be back at the movie when the police goes to movies. So right now, the country is starting to adjust to the Rona. This is what's starting to happen. The country is making that move. So what we're seeing is the adjustment of the country to the Rona. We're seeing that people are starting to adjust and become comfortable with the Rona. Like I went out to Waffle House today, and essentially, when you go to restaurants, the restaurants are half full. There are just not that many people going there. Because I went the other day, I had a taste. There's this place up in Marietta called Brandy's Hot Dogs, and they make the best hot dogs, slaw chili dogs. And I went up there, and the place around lunchtime is normally packed. It was maybe 6 people in there. Now, I went kind of late before they were closing, but I'm sure that they're not operating at the capacity because it used to be standing room only in there. Oh, Lysol, that's cool. You know, one of the things I found that I like to use was a little Lysol wipes and the Clorox wipes. Those are really hard to find. Could be, man. Could be. Well, I actually did a video that was talking about that, if you're going to go to medical school, go to medical school. Do your thing. Because I was talking about a video that the progressive people are not waiting for someone else to go to medical school or waiting for someone else to go to law school. They're saying, I'm going to medical school. I'm going to law school. I'm going to do this thing. So it's a different thing. So if you want to go to medical school, go. And good luck and well wishes and all that to you in med school. Because I have a good friend who's a doctor, and he tells me all this stuff. Entrepreneurship is definitely a mind shift, and so is money management, because one of the things I'm getting ready to start doing on Savage Finance is budgeting videos. Because I was totally shocked because I was doing some research for some upcoming videos, and I was totally shocked that the majority of married couples who get married never talk about money before they get married. They just kind of put their incomes together. It's like we have X amount of bills, and she contributes and he contributes. Invest in the Rona vaccine, possibly. Hey, Sell what you can sell, man. Because essentially, here's my plan. Because I'm going to start running ads for the corporate toolbox probably in October. Because I got some tuning up to do. Well, maybe in September. Because I've got a budget. I've got I got almost 5,000 in a clear bank account because I need to do that video. And I'm going to start running ads to it because I'm really serious about getting 50,000 corporate citizens and teaching people. Because once again, if you didn't know, what's going to happen is I'm going to teach you how to set up your corporate entity. I'm going to teach you how to set up your holding company. And then we're going to teach you how to run and start a business. Because, there's nothing like this online because there's all of these things that appeal to your laziness. Hey, how my 15-year-old daughter makes $4,000 a month in 2 hours a week. That kind of stuff that's just not really practical. I mean, essentially, in the Rona, with the closure of all these businesses, will be opportunity. Because here's the thing you guys got to understand. That money is going to go to the new business people. The money is already in the system. It's already there. And it's going to flow to people who are solving these problems. What's up? Yes, these people, these poor, unfortunate people who are getting evicted, these people, I mean, I've recently met some people that are really in a bad situation due to the Rona. And, it just illustrates because these people were not prepared before the Rona. So the Rona really hit hard. Oh, you can sell a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel that's in a part of a corporation, you sell a corporation, you can sell a channel all day long. It's always been like that. Really? Hey, people are hustling. There's someone that comes to my house at least once every 2 weeks, knocks on the door, steps away because he sees I got a Ring doorbell, and he's just selling straw. He runs around this neighborhood. Now, the fact that he's been doing this for like the last 3 months, people are buying the straw because he wouldn't be coming back if people were not buying the straw in this neighborhood. And he just consistently knocks on the door. And, I already got landscapers that take care of that stuff, so I'm not buying it. But, it's kind of funny what's happening. Jones Wealth Academy, thanks for the $5 super chat. I've been telling everyone during this pandemic, my online businesses are taking off and I have to learn the game, block out the distractions. Hey, I'm telling you, because, someone asked me, how am I going to make money? I'm making more money than I made last year during the pandemic. So yes, definitely. Definitely. And Jones Wealth Academy just shows y'all that the super chat is now working. I don't know what happened because I was a Savage Finance and someone was saying that it wasn't working, but now it's working over here, Hustlers Kung Fu. But essentially, what you got to do is create a business and save yourself. Because also something else has happened, like at the height of the Rona, YouTube was flooded with views. YouTube viewership went through the roof, and now that's kind of come down. So we're getting back to normal. Oh, I'll only be here for like 20 more minutes or a little less than that. But here's the thing. You got to become a corporate citizen. You got to start a business. You have to. I mean, essentially, what is going on? What is happening is it's killing people being normal. And I want to make people financially weird. I want to create a situation where people are living well, doing well. Hey, that's a good ideal, Anthony Clark. What's up, Mark? Hey, this is one of the reasons that I say get started on that ideal today. Get started today, because that's one of the things that I don't, like, if I want to do something, I will start it. Excuse me. If I want to build something, I will build it. But essentially, what is happening is that I feel that this whole Rona thing exposed the great American system. Thank you, Cammie. If you buy your financials, essentially, I will have to manually add that to your, and manually set you up. You will be on B School for Hustlers and Hustlers Kung Fu. Jeremiah B, thanks for the $5 super chat. Is this a good time to become a home inspector or real estate agent due to next year's eviction crisis? Once again, I think that will depend upon what markets you want to participate in, because home sales are really doing well right now. And the active real estate agents and the active home inspectors are making money. But I feel that that's going to fall off in 2021. And more, you have to contact me and I will see if it fits with the audience. What's up? So essentially, what's going on right now is people are doing a lot of soul searching, because this Rona impacted so many people so harshly. I have a friend in San Francisco who's thinking about selling her house because her job's talking about laying off people. And if she could sell her house, she's going to walk away with about 600,000 after all of the fees and stuff. That's her exit plan. Pretty much. Yes, business owners are the economy. Credit is drying up. This is a good point. I did a video that was talking about Capital One, which swims in the subprime waters. They were cutting credit limits. They'll let you know they don't think this thing is going to be over anytime soon. They really don't think this thing's going to be over anytime soon. This is going to limp off into 2021. And probably February is when you're going to start seeing a lot of foreclosures. And because essentially these unemployment benefits are not forever. That's what people don't understand. And you're going to have to start saving yourself and start developing income streams to get, protect yourself. You're right about this exposing the system. College degrees, 401k, stable jobs are a way of the past. Because also you got to understand the second round of layoffs were not Rona related. Corporate America figured out that we could do more with less, so they're getting rid of people. Oh, there will be some deals. There will be some deals. I see foreclosures already because there's a lot of these people who took the forbearance when they should have did a loan modification. And I've got people who want to argue with me that they're going to add the payments to the end of the loan. I was like, okay, we'll see. City cut mine in half, never missed a payment with them. Yep, they're all doing it, man. Koza Designer, thanks for the $5 super chat. Time is money. A corporate citizen is someone that is playing the corporate game for the tax benefits. Essentially, Google the Dutch sandwich. Google Alphabet. Alphabet is the holding company for Google. And Google the Dutch sandwich, and you'll see that Google, Apple, Amazon, IBM, these companies pay virtually no taxes because they were playing the corporate game. I think interest rates are going to be low for years to come. Nope. Nope. I didn't go through any spiritual or religious development training. No, none whatsoever. Yeah, I plan on getting my first rental property next year because essentially I have a set of goals and I'm writing it down and I'm funding the account. So I'll be documenting that process on Savage Finance. Y'all will know when I get my first rental property because I'm going to operate in a different market than the regular rental market. Oh yeah, the rates are going to be low for years, man. They're not going up no time soon. Life for business, is time to take advantage. I was young during the 2008 recession, but I'm ready now. There's opportunity for those who are taking action. There's opportunity with real estate. There's opportunity with business, but you got to work. It ain't going to just come to you. It's just not going to hop in your lap and pant like a little pet or something. You got to go out and get it because when we get into the corporate citizen training, because essentially this is the phases. The first phase is to prep you to think about some things that no one ever told you to think about. The second phase is to put your holding company together. The third phase is to put your operating company together. And then what we're going to do is to then put your business into play. So let's talk about that. Why don't most businesses grow? And this is something I learned from my first digital product. Many people who write a book, after their big marketing push, sales just disappear. I sold my book for almost 5 years because I used my YouTube channel to consistently market the book. And this is one of the things that we're going to talk about because for your business to grow, you're going to have to consistently market. I mean, these are the facts. I think the job market is going to suck for the next 3 to 4 years. The monetary system is going to alter. The stock market is going to crash. Warren Buffett right now is selling stock. He's not buying stock. He's sitting on a lot of money. 2021, they expect home. It's going to be vulture time. Martin, I learned the game at business environments when this dude sat me down and taught me about corporations. That's where I learned the game. Yep. Wholesale, let's put it this way. Folks who are positioned with money are going to do very, very well. Hey, it's a market to market thing, man. I don't know. What do you mean by bait to success? Keep working, man. Keep working. M. Gene, because I'm going to be buying houses like 350 to 450,000 because I can get high 2,500 to 3,500 rents for those. Oh, and that's something else. I've noticed that a lot of people are moving. I've noticed a lot of YouTubers have moved during this Rona. So you're absolutely correct. I'm not really messing around with the stock market. I'm going to talk about it on Savage Finance. Jeremiah B. Havoc is still going to do well. People are going to still need that. Pretty much. No, Will Melvin, they're not corporate citizens. See, to be a corporate citizen, you're going to have a holding company and you at least 2 to 6 operating companies to play the game. Because essentially, I actually have 2 holding companies. Currently, I'm going to dissolve one and get rid of all that stuff. And I've moved the assets to this new holding company. I have a holding company and I have 2 operating companies. And when I get into real estate, I'm going to have 2 more operating companies. I'm going to have a property management company, and then I'm going to have a LLC to hold all the real estate in. Really? The stock market is definitely going to crash. I predicted that in the live stream as well, because I will get into the stock market for Savage Finance, but I'm not going to get into it deep as I'm going to get into real estate, because there's because one of the things with the personal finance, if you just talk about stocks, you can build a YouTube channel just talking about stocks, just doing nothing else but talking about stocks. And one of the things I'm going to bring to Savage Finance is budgeting videos, because I don't know what I don't know. I didn't know there's a lot of people who don't know how to set up a budget. So I'm going to bring that training there. Yep. Black Tonio views always. At one point you could not vote in this country if you didn't own land. If you were not a landowner, you couldn't vote. We will see, man. We will see. Real estate is slow, long money, right? What investments are you interested to yield a fast return? Starting a business. Starting a business is going to get you the fastest yield. I started this YouTube business with $285 and I've made millions. There is no greater return than starting a business. Like, you can start a service business this week, and by the end of the year, make $20,000, $30,000. Name one investment that's going to get you those kind of returns. We will see, man. We will see. Well, this information was hidden from a lot of folks, because right now you have a lot of white people who are going to be evicted. That white privilege ain't saving them from being evicted. And essentially, there are levels in America. There's where I'm at. I'm up in the rich folk level, buying Porsches, got money in the bank, got money coming in, and it's the Rona. The Rona is not impacting my cash flow. The Rona is not impacting anything that I'm doing. And also, I want you guys to understand, I started this YouTube channel during the last recession. I started it during the last recession. Recessions, for people who know what to do, are times of opportunity. If if you're not properly positioned, a recession is a scary thing. Or if you got a lot of debt, a recession is a scary thing. Or you're dependent upon a job that's could get rid of you at any moment, that's a scary thing. But if you are a corporate citizen with a plan and just a little cash, like if you were a person with no debt, a paid off car, and just $10,000, there's so much you can do with that $10,000. There's so much you can do. Oh yeah, budgeting is a big issue, man. Uh, I don't think there is a black privilege. I think there is a wealth privilege. Because I say this all the time on the channel. Name all of the famous rich black folks that have been killed by the police. There hasn't been one. Wealth, to a degree, provides a level of insulation. All right, all right. Pretty much, Romero, recession is I mean, my Porsche would have cost me 105 versus 90 if it wasn't for the Rona. I say 15 G's because I've been checking and I could sell my car for more than I paid for it. Thank you, Howard. Art Allen, what I would do with 10,000 bucks, I would be covering that in the corporate citizen because if you got a $10,000 advertising budget, you could turn that 10,000 into 100K in about 6 months to a year. If you have a product or service and you know how to market. Pretty much. Oh yeah, I will be doing budget videos over at Savage Finance. Still waiting on your first stimulus check. Hey man, I'm not even getting a stimulus check. I didn't even go that. I didn't get a stimulus check. I didn't go for a PP loan. I didn't do any of that stuff. Yes, you are one. Yes, you were correct when you said you're treated differently when you own the business. 10,000 is the sweet spot. Yes, because essentially, here's the thing. Like I talked about this on Savage Finance today. You know, I keep being repetitive talking about you need a long-term budget. I mean, a long-term emergency fund, a short-term emergency fund, a family operating account. And once you get those three things funded, you can stop saving and start investing. And also, once you get those three things funded, you've got some really good money management habits. You're cooking with gas. Yeah, you got to be really careful with Facebook ads. You got to be really careful. I will let you in on a little secret because when I start running ads, I'm going to run my ads on LinkedIn. That's the first place I'm going to run ads. Why? There's a business community already there. I don't know anything about First Tech Credit Union. No, man. They're about to evict these folks. They're about to get them up out of here. LinkedIn, like when I started, I ran ads for the first money management course on LinkedIn and I got sales. There's a different crowd over there. Like with YouTube, and I will be doing a course on how to run YouTube ads. You got to pick the right audience to run your ads because there's people who do like what Ty Lopez did, which just shotgun, just ran a bunch of ads to any and everyone. That works if you got a huge budget. But if you don't have a huge budget, you've got to target your ads to the right audience and the right crowd. And we'll be talking about that. Thanks for the $5 super chat. That's going to be, what's your opinion for starting a drop shipping business involving CBD products? That's going to be a little dicey because I met someone who's a marketing consultant for that. And, you know, it's cutting edge. That's going to be really dicey because you know, I don't know if you can ship that stuff across state lines. I don't know if you can. Yep. Uh, I would say quality. YouTube works really well when you put your time and effort into your videos. Like my other two channels, if you noticed on the Digital Money and the Mindset Coach, I'm not putting up that many videos because I haven't really nailed down the strategy that I want to deploy. But it definitely quality. Sure thing. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Stefan. Because if you noticed, I'm starting to have my editors work on videos for this channel. I got a video that's coming out tomorrow. It should be ready tomorrow. And then I'm going to have some that's going to drop Tuesday, and then they're going to drop Thursday. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Jeremiah B, there's going to be a need for housing with no credit check. So that's how you can help those people. Engineer cannabis, you can ship CBD as long as it's, I didn't know that. I know nothing about the cannabis industry except that it's going to be a serious growth industry. It's going to be growth. Nope. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. I will scream at y'all in the next live stream. Be sure if you want to become a corporate citizen, the link is below. You can do $2,400 or you can get on the payment plan. It's all in the same place and you get immediate access to everything because you get the strategic holding company, which is already done. And then you get the new training and the ongoing training. I'm not messing with no loans, man. All right, so y'all have a good night. I will talk to y'all in the next live stream.